reuptake inhibitors. They're super toxic across the board. They're based in fluoride molecule. And they just have a laundry list of things they do to you. They're extremely toxic. They're extremely addictive. They're extremely psychoactive. They are in the hallucinogen class. They are hallucinogenic. They are psychotropic. And they also are linked to Alzheimer's. They're linked to diabetes. I mean, they're bad news. And they push them on everybody. There are more than 50 different types of serotonin reuptake inhibitors just in the United States. And they usually are stronger than the last one. The average foster child in America, 70+% are on psychotropics. Look it up. Or antipsychotics. They're on mind-altering drugs, either speed or antipsychotics or antidepressants. But 70+% in national studies, look it up, are on a behavioral modification drug. And on average, they're on 7 drugs total that are mind-bending because they start acting worse and worse. The answer is more and more drugs. Did you guys actually find the headline? That was quick.
That one was saying all Americans. We're looking for foster.
Okay, yeah. I just remember a WOAI report on the state numbers, and they had state hearings, and the state defended it and said, well, the fact that we're putting 70, I think it was like 71% of our kids on these drugs is okay because that's a national average as well. In fact, the headline was over 2/3 of Texas foster children on mind-altering prescriptions. Congress asked why foster children take more mental health meds than other kids. That's Yahoo News, 2014. The point is, when you're in the government's grasp, they do horrible things. By the way, I'm not doing a cliffhanger here. I don't really do that. I have a tendency to say we have big news coming up and then just start saying it right then. Our reporters were only 10 miles away from the state police headquarters they were going to go to and say, here we are. We hear the feds that are commanding you are looking for us. We're just reporters. We have nothing to hide. They would already be there, but the checkpoint has a huge traffic backup now, and so they've been in traffic for almost an hour, trying to get 10 miles in Austria because of the checkpoints they've set up all over the place. So they're in traffic, in a checkpoint. They're unable to get Skype right now, so you can't see that, but they are shooting HD video so that we can show the traffic jam. There's the headline, Traffic Jam Caused by Bilderberg Security. Traffic jam caused by secret government conspiracy. I know I told you guys to do it, but we've called them and told them to shoot video right of that traffic jam. Fantastic. Great job. Now, I mentioned this earlier, but I forgot to play the clip, so I'm going to do it now. And it ties into this report. Hillary's plan to stuff the ballot box by Phyllis Schlafly of WorldNet Daily. She spotlights the devious plan to capture even more illegal alien votes. And then she goes over Clinton. Now all these states are issuing the illegals driver's license, then letting them vote. Illinois and New York are saying let illegals vote openly. So first they denied that was the plan. Now they're just, I mean, can I go to Mexico or Nigeria or China and show up and get free health care and have my baby and then vote? No, they'd laugh at me, and they should. Of course, you can't vote in China, so I guess it's kind of a non-issue. Because it's so free. It's the model, of course. All the trendies are into it. They're also into, quote, killing their kids. It's so sexy. You think if you're a new listener, we actually have clips of communists saying, I kill my kids. I kill my kids. I love killing my kids. I love Satan. I love long arm hair. I love stinking. I just love it. That ties into ICE director struggles to explain release of thousands of criminal migrants. 79,000 crimes plus committed by 30,000 released just last year. We don't have numbers yet. By the way, ICE just released 30,000 more violent criminal illegal aliens onto American streets who mainly attack Hispanics. I guess we want to collapse like Mexico. We've got to get a handle on this right now, folks. This is out of control. That ties into congressional testimony earlier this year with families talking about losing their loved ones two criminal illegals who've been released when no one else would be they Hispanic, black, or white, or Asian. If you're a citizen, you get put in prison. But if you're an illegal, you are a magical creature who gets released over and over and over again. Let's go to that testimony.
My name is Jamil Shaw. My son, Jamil Andre Shaw II, was murdered by a dreamer, DACA recipient, a child brought to this country by no fault of his own. My family's peace and freedom were stolen by an illegal alien from Mexico. He was brought here by his illegal alien parents and allowed to grow up as a wild animal. Some people believe that if you are brought over by no fault of your own, that it makes you a good person. They want us to believe that Dream Act kids don't murder. I am here to debunk that myth. Kids brought over the border by no fault of their own do kill Americans. How many Americans killed by illegal aliens are too many? 1, 2, 100,000, 100,000? Ask any parent whose child was murdered by an illegal alien how many is too many. As one of those parents, I am here to tell you that 1 is too many. My son, Jamil Shaw II, was murdered while walking on his own street, 3 houses down from his home. An illegal alien on his 3rd gun charge was visiting a neighbor when my son was coming home. He shot my son in the stomach and then in the head, killing him. Do black lives really matter? Or does it matter only if you are shot by a white person or a white policeman?
Well, yes, that is the only time it matters, because George Soros wants us all killing each other. And again, the gang culture, whether it be white, black, or Hispanic, is being protected and being fostered and being allowed to grow, because if you read Zbigniew Brzezinski's Between the Technotronic Era, they admit that governments like to have combines of criminals that run everything in certain racial areas so that they can basically control those populations through the criminals that actually work for them. And just like it's come out that some of the biggest Mexican drug cartels work for the CIA and the DEA, destabilizing Mexico, just like ISIS works for our government. This is the sick plan. So they sell it like, oh, you just don't like Hispanics. No, I love everybody, as long as they're not welfare-head criminals. And what's happening is the entire world, China's now replaced Mexico as the biggest destination group coming here. China runs ads saying, move to America, get everything free, and the deadbeats are coming over here. We advertise to get all the deadbeats of the planet. It's a joke. Alex Jone here, back live. Speaking of Bilderberg, here is the New York Times. Former Governor Jeb Bush's chief of staff responded a few weeks ago. Bloomberg covered it to our tweet asking him, are you going to be attending Bilderberg? Because you're going to be in Germany and Austria when it's going on. And his chief of staff said no. And the media made jokes about it and said, how dare they even respond to InfoWars? That's not real media. Really, they're holding the G7 in Europe right before Bilderberg, and the very people that are at the G7 will be there. And so many other people that are about to run for president, like Bill Clinton and others, go to Bilderberg first to get vetted. But again, it's the mainstream media's job to make jokes out of that. Here's the headline out of the New York Times today. Berlin, leery of one Bush, prepares to meet Jeb. And he's going to be giving a speech there.
Hey, Alex, we have Rob on the line. They are at the location.
They are at the police station. Okay, let's go to Rob Du in Austria, reporting on Bilderberg. If you just joined us, Austrian federal police are searching for InfoWars reporters. They came to their hotel. Our crew was gone. Josh and, of course, Rob Du. And so, go ahead, take over.
Okay, well, I'm about to walk in. I'm going to show everybody a shot of the police station. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, so I'm about to go in. These look like the police vans that were driving around. You know, this is the same type of police van that was at our location earlier today. So this looks like it's the same.
And when they say turn your camera off, just say to them, it's for my protection.
Right.
You guys have already been very rude and aggressive, and I'm here to file a complaint about them going to your hotel. Go ahead. Right. Get on the offense with these people.
Okay, I'm walking in now. And
inside the Austrian substation. of the state police.
Right.
And tell them the feds are looking for you, and you're there to talk to them.
Okay. How do I change this to me? Is there a way to do that? You hit that? Okay.
There you go, guys. Good job.
Yeah. Here I am. I'm hitting the intercom there to talk to them. They're probably freaking out, but
I love your 1776 hat.
I had to wear the little plug if you're gonna get arrested.
That was the first time we fought the Germans was in 1776 when they brought over the Hessians. Of course, most of them just defected and joined us. We just want to invite all the Germans and Austrians to join the move for freedom. There's a lot of great folks over there. Like some of our most active listeners are over there.
Oh. Okay, I think it looks like they have someone in there right now, so they're not letting two people in. But we'll see. This is the Austrian police substation. Hi. Hello, did I just talk to you on the phone? Yeah. Okay, I called in. My name is Rob Dew. I'm a journalist out of Austin, Texas. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay. So I'm broadcasting live for my protection. We're on a live radio show right now. But I got a call from my hotel manager, and he said that
I don't know.
You don't know?
What is this? Phone. What is this? Well, we're alive. Okay. Just
Yeah. So
In which hotel do you stay?
I'm at the Rumpferhof Hotel.
Where is it?
And just
It's
tell
up
them
in
you're tired
Beacon.
of being harassed.
Yeah, so they came to our hotel twice. And today they came and we were there, or we weren't there. And so my hotel manager called me and wanted to know, hi, how are you doing?
You're staying in Rotterdam, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as my colleagues here told you yesterday, it's not allowed to film the police or anything from the police stations. Thank you. Goodbye.
Ask them
Okay,
what the
they did
law
not
is.
tell us that.
All right, well, tell them you'll turn.
So
look at those guys. They think they're so cool. Hold on. All right, dude, go ahead and put your camera down when we come back in 70 seconds. Put your camera down. And then try to be nice to them. Play good cop with them.
Thank you.
Audio feed from the state police headquarters in the area. Rob Dew's just been thrown out. Tell us what happened during the break, Rob. I couldn't skip that break. It was into the hour.
Sure. Well, you probably saw what the large guy came out. They seem to have a size differential. Whenever the large guys come out, there's always a bit of air and angst about them. But he came out and said, "You're Rob Dew? Yes, we told you not to film the police." And then he said something else and then left. So I guess maybe that's what they're going to tell me, not to film the checkpoints anymore, which that seemed to be the message that they wanted to give me. They never said don't film the checkpoints. All the guy said was that's rude to do, to film checkpoints or to film the police when they had cameras on.
Yeah, you tried to ask him what the law is. What did he say to that?
He didn't answer me. He walked off, and then the other guy got all snippy. He goes, "There's no discussion." During the break, he said, "There's no discussion." We have the whole thing on video. Josh shot it as well. I was also recording audio, and we had a hidden pin camera. So I guess we've given them all our intelligence at this point.
Well, we're not hiding anything. You told them you were filming.
Yeah, I told them we were filming. I told them we were broadcasting live. And, all I can say is they have a very pretty receptionist. That's all.
Well, you're married and Josh has got a girlfriend.
That's right.
Well, what happens in Austria stays in Austria.
No.
She did look receptive, like she wanted you to pick her up. So,
Nah, no. It was. It's just very. This is just a very weird police state. There's not a lot of communication from them. I have no problem with not filming their checkpoints. They never said that.
Oh, give me a break. They're checkpoints on a highway. They got the cameras all aimed at us.
And,
I mean, look, you're just acting like you've done something wrong.
Wait, no, here's the thing, Alex. When we went there through the first checkpoint, the first time, we didn't even have our cameras going, and they flipped out. They were flipping out on us. They had their hands on their guns like we were doing something bad because we showed them U.S. passports. We showed them U.S. passports.
The Yankees are attacking. That's got a Russian accent. Oh, the Yankees are here. Oh, no. Hans,
what's
run.
What's the big deal? So, of course, the next time we're going through the checkpoint, we're going to film it. And they got all mad that the second time I went through the checkpoint, we